guys.
And of course, today's topic is the Emmys, which just happened. So, I mean, there's so many good and not so good looks that I'm so excited to talk about. You know, we were talking, what, like 2 weeks ago about this. These are our favorite topics to do, are the award shows and the dresses and what celebrities are wearing, because we love to adjust the colors just to show the slightest bit of change would have just put them in the right color and they would have looked stunning. So, these are like the favorite shows.
Not to mention, these ladies are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it just goes to show you that all of us have the potential to be so much more beautiful if we make just tiny little adjustments in terms of what you wear. If those ladies who are stunning can look so much better if they make little adjustments in terms of their color, what are the possibilities for all of us, right?
Yeah, it's so true. And we have some really good photos today of like color shifts. If they just shifted the dress a little bit to one way or the other, they would have looked stunning. And some celebrities that usually show up in really great color choices did not show up in the best color choices. So I was surprised to say and see that, but I don't know. Then again, you never know what somebody's going to wear or what they choose or why they choose it. So, I mean, are we ready to just jump into it?
I absolutely am.
All right. I definitely want to do the first is Amy Poehler because, I mean, I couldn't believe what a difference it makes to switch up the color. I mean, get ready. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're going to show her, and I'm going to get rid of us. Look at this.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Now,
she showed up in this black dress. I just want to point that out. She showed up in the black dress.
And you know what? Black is a staple. People just, it's a go-to. People, for formal wear, people go to black. I get it. The black dress, the ubiquitous black dress. They all do it. But don't. The possibilities are limitless, and you can pick something that's so much more flattering. Now, look at her. What if she had chosen something in her season?
Yeah. I mean, I just want to point this out. It's not like the Amy Poehler showed up in this teal, this like pastel-y greenish color. So it would have looked even better had she had photographed with this color on. But the fact that we can just take the dress, change the color, and put it on top, and you see such a difference is unbelievable. So if she would have photographed with the color or just something within her season, she would have looked even better.
I want you to take a look at the healthiness. Look at her hair. Her hair looks healthier. Her skin tone looks healthier. Her body, she looks like she has a waist. And I guarantee you that when we changed the color of her dress, we did nothing with her body.
Yeah, I should go through and say what we changed. So the dress and her clutch are changed to this like pastel green. Her jewelry on her wrists, if you can see that, are silver now. They were looking a little gold in the image. I'm not totally sure what she was wearing. And then we also have her eyeliner. The top of her eyeliner, if you can see in the original, it's black. But this one, I softened it a little bit just to make it a little summerier, so it's a gray.
What else can I say? The other thing is, look at her hair. Her hair actually picks up a little more warmth within her season. It looks a little grayer on the left side, a little blonder on the right side. It is it's just obvious how much difference it makes.
Yeah, I think this is just amazing. And her hair color, you were talking about it earlier, it looks so just rich and vibrant in this summer soft color than it does in the harsh winter color. And remember, both of these are cool seasons. So she's wearing cool colors. She is cool, but just she's so soft. She needed just to have some of that, the deepness in the dress just lifted up and softened. And of course, I made it the color of her eyes because I wanted those. I mean, I think even her eyes are standing out more in this color. She looks amazing. And when I was looking at this photo, I have to say, I was trying to figure out why she looks like she has more of a waist. And I think it's because of the shadow on the arm that she's holding her clutch in. Do you see the shadow? It kind of lifts up a little bit and gives like a lightness almost to her arm. And I think that's
I
what it
think you're
is.
I think you're right. On
Mm-hmm.
wearing the black dress, the shadow becomes part of the dress and
Mm-hmm.
makes it look like she's wider. But
Mm-hmm.
if you look at her in the different color dress, it
Mm-hmm.
looks like it's part of her arm and is a shadow and gives shape to her arm and changes her shape, gives her a waist,
Mm-hmm. And
the
it
real
also,
waist, her real
yeah,
body.
her skin tone looks really good as well. So I just think it kind of like lifted herself up a little bit, almost like she had lifted. I mean,
Yeah.
I I was amazed by this. Just the switch of the color just blew me away. And also her makeup isn't as harsh. So I will say the eyeliner is the only thing we changed. We did not change her lip color since it's pretty neutral lip. I probably would have gone for something a little bit cooler, but just softening the eyeliner a little bit to more of a charcoal color instead of a deep black color, which would be more for winters, and just softening it into that summer sphere, I think really enhanced her eyes.
Now, I would have, now that you're talking makeup, had I done her makeup, I probably
Mm-hmm.
would have made her blush a little less warm, um,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because she is a summer. And I
Mm-hmm.
probably would have given her definitely more lip in the black dress because
Mm-hmm.
I think her the black tended to make her face disappear anyway. So I think she needed something. I know that they were playing up her eyes. You know, I get it. You pick a feature and you play up one feature over the other, but I think her lips tended to get a little lost. They looked a
Mm-hmm.
little better in her season, but I still thought that she could have had a little bit more lip. It would have made her look a little bit better.
Yes, and it would have taken if it went with a cooler blush and a cooler lip, it definitely would have taken some of the yellow out of her cheeks. So she would have
Mhm.
gone a little less sallow and a little more cool in the skin tone, which would have helped her overall harmony being such a soft summer season.
Agreed.
Hmm. All right, let's take a look at our next girl. So Amy's wearing a winter dress. Let's find a winter to look at. And we have Alexandra today. I mean, she's stunning. eh, Even in the wrong color, she's still stunning.
She's a beautiful
But
girl.
I mean, she showed up in like a taupey. I guess that's the
Yeah,
best
it's
way
like
to.
a beigey buffy
Mhm.
off-white kind of a thing.
Yeah, I don't love it. It's a little just. I don't know. It's not plain. It doesn't give the contrast she needs. She has very dark hair, very fair skin, deep eyebrows, striking eyes. It just does not give all of the contrast that she needs. So putting her in this blue plays up her eyes, gives her that contrast, and really just pulls the entire look together. I mean, absolutely stunning. I cannot believe just this is all it takes is one simple color change and you go from kind of being hidden. I want to say if you look at her face and her skin tone look hidden. You just she's not standing out. Almost, I kind of get like a vampire vibe from the look in the her taupe color versus in the blue. She all of her arrives, and that's what we talk about that color harmony. It's all of her showing up at once, and not just the dress showing up or her lipstick is showing up. Everything is arriving in the room with her at once. You just her eyes are striking, and you need to play up the eyes as well, especially with this look. So absolutely gorgeous with the blue. She still is stunning in the taupe, but I will say I am loving this blue color on her as well. All right, and we did lose Lucinda, so hopefully she's coming back. But when she does, we'll get her back on. But I'm just gonna keep moving to our next celebrity, which I will say Rhys Witherspoon usually does a great job wearing the right colors. She has that golden blonde hair. It's definitely dyed. It's dyed golden blonde because in the Emmys you can see a lot of her roots. So I'm gonna grab her photo now just so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see those roots coming through. Her brows are very light as well, but she still has that golden blonde going on, which means man, that the deep blue dress on the left is so heavy on her. It feels like it's weighing her down. She looks tired. I mean, her lip color is great for her. Her necklace is great as well, but she just looks exhausted on the left. And when you just put her in a spring color, it really just livens her up. So, I mean, loving Rhys. I love her in these brighter spring shades like this shade. And if you're a spring out there, remember, you can wear pretty much any aqua, warm aqua, clear bright aqua, medium turquoise color, and it will look stunning on. So just keep that in mind if you're a spring. Really, I didn't change. I do want to mention I didn't change her shoes just because if obviously she probably wouldn't have worn those shoes if she had picked the right color. And I also want to mention her eyes. She wore a very dark black eyeliner, and I actually changed that to be navy blue to help lighten it up a little bit. And that's all that was changed. Nothing with her eye color was changed. So her eye color is just looking gorgeous. I mean, absolutely stunning when it comes to Rhys. And I just think the blue was way too heavy on her and just drags her down. And I mean, she still looks great because I think her roots are growing out, but it's just not, she still has an overall warm golden appearance going on. And I'm going to leave her up for a few seconds so you can kind of see the before and afters. And I mean, the jewels are perfect. I did not change the jewels whatsoever. They were beautiful in our season, and that does help. That is a tip if you are wearing something that's not in your season. Wearing jewelry that is, so for instance, she's a spring, she's wearing this aqua color. She's also, you can wear gold if you're a spring as well. You can pretty much wear anything within your season, and it will help make it look better on you. And I believe Lucinda is back. So let me get her on for everyone. All right. So just to give everyone give you, Lucinda, a heads up, we're talking about Rhys here. We pretty much went over everything. I'm going to ask you to turn down your volume, though, because I can hear myself talking in your camera. We went over just how much better she looks in the aqua color. I mean, as you can see, before and after, just switching up the colors, it makes a world of difference. So there she is.
She looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I did hear you say that her jewelry was the right color. And one of these things about these evening gowns is that they're worn, many of them are strapless, they're worn low on the bodice. So their skin tones are creating a buffer between the dress and the face. So it's not as bad as it potentially could be if the dress were up high on the neck. And that's
like
one thing.
In our next celebrity, we are going to show you because we think she did a decent job pulling off the wrong color. But in our last celebrity, Alexandra, she had one that went, it was one arm. So it was like just the one side. And that really, really makes a difference when it comes to color. But when it's lower, you have your skin tone as that buffer. So it really helps just kind of ease into, I mean, I don't say you should wear the wrong colors, but it helps make the wrong colors work for you. All right, so next celebrity, like we talked about, strapless dress. We think she did a decent job with wearing the wrong color, but we still thought it could have been better. And that's Zendaya. The black dress looked gorgeous on her. And we always talk about the crown of your head, like what's going on in your roots and what's growing out, because that can kind of push you into the wrong or a different season because it's really what's framing your face. But as you see, her roots aren't exactly what's framing her face. It's this ponytail and the hair coming around her head that's framing her face, which is this red golden color. So, I mean, the black still looks good. She has very low line.
It looks okay, Sarah. But do you know what I noticed, like right off the bat? Look at her eyebrows and how weak they look in the black.
The contrast just isn't there with the eyebrows. Exactly. Like they could have darkened her eyebrows and punched up her lipstick a little bit. And if they had taken that red, the red that's framing her face, back and away, I think this would have been spot on. It would have looked great on her. But since they're showing off that golden red hair, I think she needed to be in autumn. And based off what I'm seeing, she looks really good in this brown dress. So, I mean, we switched up the jewelry, left the lip color the same. So if you can see, the lip color is exactly the same because she showed up in a warm lip color. Her hair, the hair that's framing her face is warm. So I think pushing it into this warm realm really helped just pull the look together harmoniously. And
Well, sometimes it's the makeup artist's job. If they're
right.
looking at the clothing, no, I take that back. They need to see what their star is wearing in order to make sure that they do things like have a balanced brow, have the lip color be balanced for the clothing. Because if you're dressed and you have a makeup artist and they're not looking at what you plan to wear, you need to make sure they do. Because here's a case where they did not do her makeup appropriately for her clothing.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly true. And I would have definitely gone with cooler tones to cooler. Woo, that was hard to say. I would have gone with cooler lip, cooler blush as well, because her makeup is very warm, and her makeup is warm like her hair, but it's just not harmonious with the dress and the jewelry.
Now, remember, Sarah, one thing we see is that a lot of these stars look like they're wearing warm makeup, and some of this could be the lighting. But having said that, her brows, they did her brows to match her hair, which, I understand that. But if they knew she was wearing a black dress, they should have made sure that the contrast was there so that her brows were there and didn't look like they had faded off her face, along with her lips.
That is very true. They should have done that. And I'm noticing now it looks like she might have like a black ribbon in her hair or something.
Yeah, I think it's one of those headbands with the knot on the top.
I see something there, and that kind of shows you how warm her hair is compared to that black headband. So, I mean, it's still just pushing warm. I think she should have gone with a warm dress and not the black. Her skin tone looks more warm. Her complete look looks more pulled together with the gold jewelry as well. So I just,
somebody who, sometimes people who are warm, they just don't accept the fact that they're warm. And somebody who is actually a warm person who really rocks the fact that they are warm and embraces it and does beautifully with it, J-Lo. I mean, she gets it. She rocks it. And,
except when she wears like her silver dresses, that drives me crazy.
I know.
That is like, we know it does not look good. It makes her skin go gold, or it makes her skin go gray instead of gold, and when she wears gold. But okay, that's a whole different celebrity. Didn't even see J-Lo here, so don't get me started on that one. But really, Zendaya looks great. Having a lower neckline, if you like go to like an event where you have to wear a certain color, lower the neckline. It really helps. Jewelry also, wearing jewelry in your season really helps. Pulling your hair back if you're wearing the wrong color really helps. So doing all of those little tiny tricks will really help make it look more harmonious with you.
A scarf.
Yes, and you know what? Zendaya did all those things, and she still looked good in the black dress. I wouldn't say she was like show-stopping like the brown dress. She still looked really good. So those are the tips if you ever like have some event and you have to. You just have to sometimes. All right, and you know what? I think our next one is another Euphoria star. So Sydney Sweeney. Whoops, let me grab her back again for us. All right, here we go. She showed up in a white and silver dress, and she's like this golden blonde girl. I was shocked.
And this is just so indicative of how unfortunate it can be when you wear the wrong color, when you put the wrong color on a beautiful girl. Luckily, that the background, her background, that NBC background, was a flattering color for her, and it happened to be fairly close to her face, and it was actually closer to her face than her dress was, so it wasn't a total disaster, but that dress was not for her.
I was definitely going to point out the carpet as well. Like later on, you'll see some celebrities who wore like slits And if you were a cool season and you had the slit on, I'll show you later, but it just turned your legs yellow because of that carpet color. But once again, that's for later. We're looking at Sydney Sweeney right now. Golden blonde hair looks amazing in turquoise. I mean, stunning. Look how good she looks. And she wore makeup that worked with her. So I just don't understand. The white dress is so just, it went a complete different direction. And that was the only thing that was a different direction. Her hair is this golden blonde color. She wore like a peachy nudie lip. She wore really great blush for her skin tone. Her eyes are teal as well. So she's like such just a gorgeous spring wearing a white and silver dress.
Well, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard a young person say to me, nobody is going to dictate to me what color I'm going to wear. I'm going to wear whatever I want to wear because I can. And that's fine. Yes, absolutely. If you want to wear a particular color, you can wear a particular color.
Yeah.
However, if you want to look amazing in a particular color, there are nuances that you can embrace. For example, Sydney, in this dress, the dress could have been a slightly off-white. The accents, instead of silver, could have been gold to pick up her hair. Those slight nuances, the exact same dress with an off-white rather than a white, and the beading instead of the silver could have been gold, and it would have been a completely different story for her. And it, not so much a different dress. And of course, nothing would be as fabulous as the turquoise that she's wearing, because that just lights her up. But there are ways, there are compromises you can make. And if that dress was like an heirloom and she had promised someone she would wear it on her first Emmy Award outing, then she could have pulled her hair up. She could have adjusted her makeup. Mostly the important thing would have been to get her hair back and out of her face and make adjustments that way.
Adjusting the makeup. Yeah. I mean, I think, I don't know, like, I just don't understand. These celebrities try these dresses on, they see what they look like. I feel like it's.
I think it's hard. No, you know what? I take it back. I was going to say, I think it's hard to see the difference on yourself, but I don't think it's hard to see the difference on yourself. However, if you have a hard time seeing the difference when you're doing something important, like, how when you tried on your wedding dress, you took people with you. I think that's what you need to do. Take some friends who will tell you the truth. And when you're trying on a dress that's important to you, have people there with you who will tell you, what looks good and what might not look so good. Even her eyes look more open in the right color. And it's remarkable, the difference.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And she would have looked so stunning in just any of those spring vibrant colors. But I don't know. I just pretty disappointed in some of these choices. But hey, you know what? We wouldn't have shows like this if everyone wore their right color. All right, so
we could have these shows and we could put them in the wrong colors.
Good point. We could do that.
That would be mean
of us to do.
That would be mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to get into some celebrities that I think did a great job with color selection. So let's grab some and check them out. Oh, so we'll go from left to right. Zuri Hall. I wanted to bring her into this because something winters forget often is you can wear icy pink as a color. And I mean, there's a whole array of icy colors you can wear. Icy green, icy yellow, icy aqua, icy violet, icy blue. All of those are options for winters. You don't have to wear the super jewel tone colors. You can also wear the icy colors. And look how stunning this looks on her. I mean, I love this dress too. This is something I would wear.
And if I could mention, for a touch of sophistication, look at the color of her skin. If you look at it through the nuance of the dress, through the sheerness of the dress, the color of her skin is exactly the color of her shoes. So the shoes being a slightly deeper shade of that kind of rosy pink adds an element of sophistication that I think elevates that look beyond I mean, it's just wonderful. And so sometimes when you're looking at a shoe, don't match the shoe to the outfit. Look at the nuances within the outfit, like the sheerness of the dress, and see what you're look carefully at what you're seeing. Are you looking at skin tone through the sheerness of the dress? Pick that up in the shoe. Or
Mhm.
make the shoe a nude, or have the shoe match your skin tone for a longer look in the leg. All of these
Mhm.
things can work brilliantly. Sarah is a devotee of all. I have nude pumps. I'm sorry, I have black pumps in every heel height. I don't wear them very often because I mostly wear slacks, but I have a nude pump in every single heel height. Sarah has nude pumps, or Sarah has pumps in nudes. That's
Mhm.
her neutral. And she does it because neither of us are very tall, but for her, her neutral is a nude pump. And I think it's brilliant because she wears that nude pump with pretty much everything because it elongates her leg.
Yeah, if you're looking to look taller, slimmer, go for a nude heel because that will work every single time. All right, now Lily James in the middle here. Look at this bronze dress. First off, completely unique. Love the color. Love everything about it. That gold tone, bronzy gorgeousness with her, I mean, autumn auburn hair. Stunning. I think there is not a single news outlet that did not put her in a best dress category. And that's because she did an amazing job matching that dress to her hair.
And you know
Stunning.
what? It's not the shape of the dress, it's not the cut of the dress, and not
Mm-mm.
necessarily the fit of the dress. In her case, it was the color of the dress and the
That is
material, of course.
that is very true because it's not even, it doesn't that her train does not look great in this photo. The way it's falling down does not look great. The image is just, I don't know. The shape of the dress is not it. It is the color that is just, I mean, show stopping.
Well, one thing I will
Absolutely
say
gorgeous.
about the train of the dress, it reminds me of those Art Nouveau statues, the bronze statues, where they had a lot of detail in the bronze statues so that you can see the craftsmanship in the artwork.
Uh-huh.
So in that respect, I kind of dig it,
Mm-hmm.
but
I
I get it.
yeah.
I
I
get what you're
just
saying.
yeah, this I loved Lily James's outfit.
And
And
please
then
take note that the reflection in the bronze, yes, it is golden, but it reflects green. So not only
mhm,
does it pick up one color in her palette, it picks up two.
yeah, just what a dress. If they
Sarah,
make
would you
that,
wear this dress?
absolutely.
I
I
knew you
love
would.
that dress. That is gorgeous. And then we have Sandra Oh in royal purple. It's funny because I wanted to make sure we had a winter in her icy pink, but I also wanted to show you a winter in those jewel tone colors that we talked about so much because once again, absolutely stunning in that purple. She looks great. She looks so young too. I was blown away by this outfit.
Well, remember, the winter is the contrastiest palette. And
Mhm.
it's kind of interesting because the icy pink is highly contrasting the skin tone of Zori. Um, but this purple, it contrasts everything. It is the color that's contrasting every part of Sandra from her skin to her hair. It's lovely.
And I had to Google really quickly. Sandra, she is 51 years old. Look how amazing she looks.
She does look amazing. And I also like that they didn't go hog wild on her makeup. It's not like she's
Mm-hmm.
sporting a red lip. And you know what? Not
Uh-huh.
too many people
She looks
did.
stunning. And she's standing next to two 30-year-olds. Yeah, that's true.
And
And
holding her
both
own.
of these other ladies are both of these other ladies are in their 30s, and she is standing next to them as a 51-year-old looking stunning. Absolutely stunning. That
She
is,
looks
I mean,
marvelous.
ooh, love that color on her. So gorgeous. All right, now let's take a look at one more round of people that I thought just did a great job in their color selection, which is, let's see, this first dress I thought was really interesting. At first, I was like, I don't know if I love it. And then I realized that I actually really love it. This is what I was talking about earlier. She's wearing a slit, and the carpet color is making her look so yellow, which is driving me nuts. But that's a whole nother separate video for another day.
Mm-hmm.
But the dress, you have those icier colors again, and talking patterns. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this dress in here, because this is a great example of a winter pattern. You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah, it is.
You know, you have the icy green in there, you have the icy blue. So it really brings together the whole palette. But overall, it's a black dress.
It is, but it's not. You know, it's like the thing is, once you get so much pattern into a dress, it becomes an amalgam of multiple colors. So it's almost like you blur your eyes and it's a bit of everything. But for her, this is definitely a winter dress, and it works beautifully for her. Although, you know, I brought this up to Sarah before. The thing at her part was really disturbing to me, and maybe it's a function of my age, because it looked like roots growing out. And Sarah said, no, maybe it's a jewel. But you guys speak up and tell me what you think it might be.
Yeah, while you're talking, I'm gonna see if I can figure out what.
But
oh yeah, it is a jewel. Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah. Got it. All right.
I think it's like a flower, I think.
Okay. Well, there you go. Now, I probably, you know, I'm going to take a slightly different opinion from Sarah. You know, I didn't think this was perfect in the sense that I didn't love her bag with this.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little pedestrian, and it brought it brought her outfit down. I thought it was a little too, I don't know, everyday, for lack of a better term. You know, I thought that she could have selected something that was a little more upscale, but that's my only comment.
Okay. And then moving on to Amanda Seifried. Seifried? I never know how to pronounce her last name. I'm so sorry, Amanda. But this summer looks gorgeous in her powder pink. I absolutely love this. There was a lot of powder pink this year. I remember looking at, who else were we looking at that was wearing powder pink? There was, Zarya Dawson. I can't remember her name.
As the resident summer, may I make a comment?
Yes, of course.
Did not love her lipstick.
Yeah. I am seeing that first when I look at her, but the dress.
Yeah, it's like her lips rode in on a horse, and she came, you know, running up behind saying, "Why did you leave me? Why did you leave me?" It just doesn't work for me, and I think it downplays the choice of the dress too. It's like, you know, where's the color in your dress?
Yeah,
the lipstick needed to be like a soft plum. Would have been beautiful. She could have gotten away with a gloss, but why? You know, that red.
Yeah, I get it, but
the dress is pretty. It's pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous
color.
Beautiful choice. Gorgeous with her skin tone. You know, beautiful. You know, the hair pulled back like it was. Gorgeous. The lips ruined it for me.
One thing can throw off the entire outfit. Remember that. And it's funny because when we move to the next girl, she needed a lip. They could have switched lips, and it would have been better. I would say better. Not great, but it would have been better if these two just switched lip colors.
Yeah, because, you know, Rachel so often looks, what is the word I'm searching for here? Morose. It's like part of her shtick. You know, she looks sad or something.
She does look a little upset here. I get that. Yeah.
And I don't know why, you know, just a slight upturn, you know, I guess, you know, that's like her chic thing. But but with just a little more color, I see that somebody tried to give her a little color, which is okay, but I don't think it was enough. And I think that's what you're looking for in her mouth. There just wasn't enough color there. Dress was lovely, beautiful choice, you know, beautiful choice for winter.
Amazing dress. Amazing. I love the detail. I love everything about the dress. Good for her season. Just the makeup was a little off.
Yeah. And like you said, if she could have Amanda's lip, and Amanda could have her lip, and she could have Amanda smile as well. Right on.
Well, you win some, you lose some, I guess, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring us back on screen so we can just do our final thoughts. And then it will be time to say goodbye. And
I'm so glad nobody critiques us.
On the colors we wear, I am actually wearing it's kind of like the color I was wearing last week, like this soft apricot, deep apricot, soft
rusty.
Yeah, that's kind of the color I'm wearing today.
And I'm wearing the burgundy plum cool thing.
Perfect. Let's see. What's the exact color in your palette? I'm trying to think. I have the palettes right in front of me. Like burgundy is the color raspberry. There you go. What color? Let me pull my palette. Terracotta, rust. It's kind of what I'm wearing today. Okay. Yeah.
My glasses look entirely too warm on the screen, but they're grayer rather than browner. Mm-hmm. I should probably put glasses on for the screen rather than for me.
Well, this happens all the time where colors slightly shift on camera. So, sometimes that's what happens is colors slightly change on camera, and that's okay.
We have a lot of old friends, not old friends. We have a lot of longtime friends on here right now. Carrie from Norway, Amy,
who
we always see, Rhonda and Marguerite and Amy. Amy, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Amy. Oh, lips. What color? I just dotted on Suede Rose. Last time I wore Suede Rose on camera, everyone was like, it looks so cool. And that's kind of what we were talking about. This color is looking a little cool. And this looks a little cool too. So I blotted it on just to make sure it doesn't look as cool on camera, which I still think.
I wear Suede Rose also, but I use one of the glosses from our Flori line, and it tends to change the color a lot.
Oh, yeah. The new glosses, the Luscious lip lockers, are really amazing.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, if you're looking for just a little something to add to the top of your lips to create like a little bit larger pout or anything like that, Flori lip glosses, the Luscious lip lockers, they are perfect for that. And they're not like the shades actually have pigment in them. So like if you use some of like the brighter or the deeper shades, they're pigment rich. It's not like they'll go on the lip clear. You know what I'm saying? A lot of lip glosses, like if you get a plum lip gloss, it would just go on your lip like clear, not plum. But these ones have pigment in them to go on your lips and actually show up in a beautiful color. So that's why they're great.
We're always dropping surprises that nobody knows about on here. And one thing we're working on that we mentioned earlier is scarves. We're about to have some scarves that are created as artworks by me. They're going to go up, and they have the colors from the color palettes in them. So they'll be custom. And they're done with dye sublimation so that every time you order one, it'll be created at that time. We're pretty excited about it. We're not exactly sure the moment they'll appear online, but I'll throw that out there because we'll see them soon, and we're excited, and it's a brand new thing.
So do take a look out for that, but we will definitely notify you guys first, because you are our Wine About It crew, so you guys get all the insider goodies.
The posse.
Yeah, you get all the extra new stuff that we get to share with you first before anyone else. So don't forget to always check out our videos, because we always are just spilling secrets that we're not supposed to.
I don't mean to go off topic, which I always do, so maybe I do mean to do it, but have you guys tried the Instant Super Serum yet?
Oh, man. We have some really great.
My goodness. If you haven't tried the Instant Super Serum, girls, go get it.
Some of our distributors actually came back and had to buy like full cases of it because they were getting, well, first off, they were using it and also their customers were using it and just talking about how amazing it is. I mean, like they were coming back and ordering full cases after they had just ordered because of how much they loved it.
And let me tell you about the tip. The Instant Super Serum, you can put it on. You put it on before your makeup, to follow all the regular guidelines. But I'm old. I'm old. Okay, Sarah, I don't say that. I say, she gives me a hard time. I say I'm mature, And, you know, I have certain challenges that the younger girls don't have. My challenge is that I look old. And so what I like to do is put my makeup on, and then I put the super serum on top of the makeup, and it puts this finish on top of the makeup where it looks like a brand new skin. And it's awesome. So you got to try it, and you got to try using it that way. It is ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
And Amy was mentioning that she'd love a skincare routine. Yeah, we could totally do a skincare routine. I was thinking about doing, just because I try to keep our Wine About It topics color related, but I was also thinking about switching it up and doing something, because the seasons are starting to change and the fall time's coming up. It's really important to switch your skincare to some heavier products, like your cream cleansers. You know, instead of your lightweight moisturizers, going for something a bit heavier. Your lip lift, you need your lip lift because your lips are about to get real chapped coming soon. So I was thinking about doing that as well. So we can do like maybe a full skincare routine, what we're doing, how we're going to switch it up for the fall time.
You know what else we're doing? We don't talk much about reformulation, but we're looking at a couple things. We're looking at adding some whiz-bang products to the lip lift to make it even greater. We're also looking at modifying the honey almond scrub to make it even more emollient and youth enhancing, which is really exciting for me because that's a staple in everybody's skincare routine. So that's something that we actually talked about today. So things are going on all the time. So if you've tried a product and maybe, you know, you weren't so blown away that you immediately reordered it, give it another try.
And then Carrie's talking sea source capsules. I use them every day. Okay, you guys know vitamin C, the importance.
You and everybody else.
Yes, that and SPF. You have to do your SPF and your retinol at night. So those are the things. Lip lift, use it every day. Absolutely, you have to use lip lift
multiple times a day. Every day, multiple times a day.
Yep. And Amy, one of my favorites, the mask. Oh, the honey almond, so good, so good. Just honey almond is amazing. I love the smell. We always
we're not changing the scent at all.
We always get on topic of the scent. You say it smells like honey. I think it just smells. It reminds me of like some like sweet tart candy, and we have totally different views on the smell.
But either way, it's like it's just luscious.
Maybe it's like it just triggers what you want it to smell like, because we have totally different opinions on what it smells like.
Well, that and the coconut, the coconut cleanser is the same way. It's like a trip, you know, to Bora Bora.
That smells like coconuts. You know, it smells really beachy and good like coconuts. But there's something about the honey almond. It just like triggers something, and you smell whatever delights you at the end of the day. It's like magic. And Amy says it has a scent, a citrus scent.
It's funny because I don't pick up the citrus.
She says it's hard to describe. I feel like everyone just has like their own, it just takes on this whole scent that it's whatever you imagine almost. It smells, I can't explain it because you're going to think I'm crazy when I say like it smells like a sweet tart candy. And you say it smells like honey, and I just...
Wait until you experience this little extra emollient kind of slip that we're adding to it, where it makes your skin extra hydrated. It will blow you away. It's so awesome.
All right. Well, now that we've given away all of our secrets and are going to go get in trouble.
This is our crew. They can know.
Yes.
They need to know that we work hard on this stuff. We don't just sit around and try masks.
We work really hard because we use these products. So we want these products to be the absolute best because that's what we use all the time. And we have to have the best products. So, I mean, of course, we work really hard on getting the greatest thing we possibly can because we want to use it and we want to have the products as well. And we want them to work. So, of course.
You know, Amy just blew me away. I'd seen her pictures. She said she is 63 years old.
And still oily skin.
She does not look 63.
Absolutely not, but that's probably challenging.
She is one of our girls, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, Amy, thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
Marguerite asked an important question. Yes, we try to be on at 12, but this one.
Yeah, we were
over there. She made us late.
And sometimes we switch up if we're going to do Facebook Live versus YouTube. So that can change as well. So just a heads
But
up there.
we try. We do our best.
All right. So thank you for everyone joining us today. And we will see you all next week on Wednesday sometime. We'll give you a heads up if what we're going to do, if it's live or if it's going to be a recorded video on YouTube. We'll let everyone know. So we'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye.